everybody, my name is Ryan and I am the Laser Noob, and today we're going to be talking about a brand new laser by Wizmaker. It is the L1 36 watt blue diode laser. Now Wizmaker has been making lasers for a while now, but they're just coming out with the 36 watt, and I have put this thing together. I have burned a bunch of stuff, put it through the ringer, and today we're going to check out the results. So with that, let's head into the man can and see how this thing works. Okay, so here we are. Here is our Wizmaker L1 36 watt blue diode laser. It comes out of the box with 4 height adjustment feet. So if you want to engrave or etch something that is taller, or you have a rotary roller or a chuck rotary and you want to do some tumblers or something, you simply screw these legs in. That raises that thing up. Those were no extra charge. They came with the laser. I like the fact that it has a built-in hose inside the casing on the laser for air assist. There's nothing to add later on down the road. You simply grab your air assist with the hose, you put your tubing onto the top, turn your air assist on, and your air assist is good to go. When you can remember to turn it on, like sometimes I, for some reason. A couple other things I like about this thing: it is super heavy. I mean, not like obscenely heavy, but it is built like a tank and it weighs like it, so it doesn't move around a lot. This thing will start, I've done some engraving on this with wood at like 300 millimeters a second, and this thing is zooming back and forth pretty darn quick, and I think the weight of this helps keep it from sliding around. That's a nice thing that I really like. It's real easy to operate. You got your USB cord and your power cord up front. It has a TIFF card slot, so if you want to burn some stuff from a TIFF card. It also has an HDMI port on here, which I am assuming down the road is going to be for a handheld that you can get from Wizmaker. Simple push button on off, which I like. It also has an emergency stop. The emergency stop is great, so when you're like me, you forget to turn your air assist on, you can hit that real quick, shut the laser off, reposition it, turn your air assist on, and start burning again, you know, if you have room to readjust. But I do like that. A simple twist that brings that knob up and your laser's powered back up and ready to go. So this thing is actually pretty quiet. It's got some real easy belt adjustments. It's got its concentric nut back here. You put your laser midway, adjust your concentric nut, do some circles. When you got a round circle and it's not flat or oblong on either side, you know that's set right. So that's real easy. All in all, it took me probably 20 minutes to put this thing together once I got it unpacked and out of the box. So it was really, really simple to put together. I've put together other lasers that were kind of crazy. This one was, I mean, super easy. The instructions are in English. They are clear and easy to read. The pictures are easy to read, even for me with, you know, my bad eyesight. So that's it for the laser. So like I said, I really like this thing. I burn a bunch of stuff. So let's see what all I've done so far and see what my final results are and what I think about it. All right, so just some examples of some of the stuff that I have done with this laser. One of the things that I really liked about this was I picked up some black acrylic. Actually, I had it shipped here, and I wanted to see how well it did with that. It's not something I've done a ton with other lasers, but as you can see, it really does a darn good job with that. So this is 3mm black acrylic. There is no scorch marks on this thing. I mean, it is smooth. I've seen some other people do some acrylics and they burn too hot and it leaves these little ridges on the top. Some simple adjustments, and that allows you to do some acrylic, and this is all cut with the laser. This is pretty awesome. You can see up here the laser actually cutting it. So I'm really kind of liking the fact that that I can do this. It was not, it didn't take very long, so it wasn't overly long. It was pretty quick. So I enjoyed that. That was something fun. One of the other things I like to do is I like to do some wood engraving. Now this is a piece of poplar, and you can see here the laser etched this. This was pretty quick. It was extremely deep, and then I took it and I filled it in with powder coat and made that. So this is not paint, this is actual powder coat. So I was able to do that, make that. That was pretty cool. I'm really liking that, and I'm going to do a lot more powder coat stuff in the future. One of my favorite things that I like to do with the diode lasers is, you know, because I don't have a CO2, is I really like to do the white frosted glass and get the frosted glass look. And with, you know, some tempera paint, this was done on the 36 watt. So even though the 36 watt has a larger dot than the 5 or the 10 or even a 20, the larger the laser, the bigger the dot's going to be, it still is fine enough that I can get some good engraving, white frosted on glass. So that's another plus for me. I like it. Now doing something like this, it wasn't much faster because the settings had to be pretty far down there in order for it to do it right, but I can still do that. Now, tumblers is another thing. So one of my old lasers with the tumblers, I would run at about 70 millimeters a second and 100% power. And that worked for every color that I've ever done on a specific tumbler. So I use one tumbler, they're skinny tumblers, and it doesn't matter if it was blue, white, pink, purple, gold, it 100% power, 70 millimeters a second, did that for me. And it was, all I did was clean it up with a melamine sponge and water, and it was awesome, you know. But it takes a little while to do. Now with this one, with the 36 watt, I'm doing these tumblers, okay. I'm doing these at 140 millimeters a second at 50% power. So I'm using half the power, so I'm using 50% power, and I'm running twice as fast. So I put these things in the rotary, in the chuck rotary, and man, this thing is blazing. So time is money, and when you gotta do 15, 20, 30, 50 tumblers, you know, when you're doing them in half the time, man, that is gonna make a big difference in your bottom line. Now, one thing that I am super excited about, probably one of the coolest things that I'm liking about this that I've done so far, is I have a lot of tools. So I work with my tools every single day, and sometimes people borrow my tools and they forget to turn them in, or they forget to bring them back. So I gotta go hunting for them. Sometimes it's like, hey, you know, you borrowed my tools, can I get that? Oh no, that's mine. I bought that the other day. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. I got this. So this is my Leatherman. This is like my favorite tool in the entire world. I don't go anywhere without my Leatherman. So in just a couple of minutes, the 36 watt engraved that. You can see up here, there no coating, no nothing. That is cool, and it actually is. I will show you guys. You can hear that is in there. That's not coming out. It's not surface. It's not just discolored. That is in the metal, and it ain't coming off. So I'm super stoked about that. That was one of my favorite things. Some of the other stuff you can do, obviously metal wallets. If you want to do metal wallets, the RFID blocking wallets are big nowadays, and you can do those. That was a couple of minutes. Taking coasters, for slate coasters, I'm doing those in less than half the time, you know. Obviously cork, that's something else you can do. Now, so you're still not convinced that a 36 watt is powerful enough for what you need? How about a piece of 1/2 inch solid pine board cut in half with the 36 watt L1. All right. Not that you would ever need to do it, and I probably will never ever do that again outside of making this video. I mean, there's no use for it, but the point is I can if I want, and I think that's really cool. The last thing I want to show you guys that I did with this laser, this took about 2 minutes to etch, and then I took some paint and filled it in, did some cleanup, and it was really, really simple. But I have a friend who I can get I get slate, or not slate, quartz, and I get some granite and marble countertops from him. And what I did is I took a piece of quartz countertop and I put that in the laser, and I engraved that, and then just colored it in with some paint. So, I mean, that's really cool that I can do, and this is solid quartz, you know, nothing fancy about it, just quartz. Same stuff you'll find on countertops. So, I mean, this brings up a whole new set of possibilities for things that I can make for customers that they may want, you know, and we'll see what happens in the future with that. But it's just another thing that I can do, and I tried to do that on my 10 watt, and it took forever for it to do anything. So, like I said, guys, this thing is built great. It is priced right. This thing has a price point of, it's about $1,200. It's $11.99.99 on Amazon. It's listed for more than that, but they have a $300 coupon right now. That is $100 less than the Atom Stack 33 watt, and it's several $100s less than the IKEA 36 watt, which is the exact same size laser, and it's even less expensive than that compared to the X tool of the same caliber. So, guys, if you are looking to get into laser engraving, or you are looking to upgrade from a low power laser to a higher power laser, this laser is a good one to get in with. It is priced at a starter laser, and it is a pro level laser. I love this thing, and one of the things that I like about this, I'm not getting paid to do this. This is a review, so I can be honest. If this was a piece of junk, I would tell you guys it's a piece of junk, but it is not. This is going to be my go-to laser from now on, especially when they come out with their extender rails, and I can make this thing bigger. Then I won't have any need for any of my old lasers, the Atom Stack or that X thing, you know, that I've been using. So with that, guys, thanks for watching this video. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. All the links for the Wizmaker L1 36 watt will be in the description below. The chuck and the rotary roller the links to that will be in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.